Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to be looking at 5 things you need to consider before setting up a business. In our last video, we talked about 5 ways in which you can actually raise funds to start up a business in 2 years' time. Now, today we are going to talk about 5 things you need to consider before setting up a business. Okay, so before I start, I want to first of all thank my subscribers for coming back to watch my videos, and for my newbies, I love you, and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like, comment, and share this video to as many people as possible. Now, without wasting much of your time, let's go straight into the program of today. In this video, like I said, we are going to see 5 things you need to take into consideration before setting up a business. Now, first thing, I always like to say this: you can't start a business when you don't know what you want to do. First of all, you need to be sure of the kind of business you want to venture into. You need to think, which business do I want to do? Which business do I want to invest my money in? But I always advise you that one of the things you need to put is to have passion. Look for a business you have passion for, because there will be a time when the business will not be working, and just the fact that you are just interested in the money, you will not be able to continue with that business, and before you know, you stop operating in that business. So you should first of all know the kind of business you will venture into, or the kind of business you want to really take your money and invest into. Now, if you're very sure, because sometimes it's very difficult, because I myself have gone through that stage where I really want to do a business, but I'm kind of really doubting which business I want to get into. I will think of doing this, I would think of selling shoes, I would think of buying shoes and selling, buying dresses and selling. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. So you get a lot of ideas on your head, and you're wondering what exactly you really want to do. So that's first thing first. If you want to get into a business, you should know the same thing I said in my last video, that you should first of all know the kind of business you want to get into. Now, if you have known the business you want to get into, then let's just start and see these 5 things that you need to take into consideration before setting up your business. Okay, so first thing first, the first thing you need to consider is your capital. You cannot get a business, you can't start a business without capital. It's not possible. You can't start a business without money, because even the place you're renting needs money, or the container you want to get needs money, the goods you want to buy need money, the transport fare to get those things needs money, whatever you need to do needs money. So there is no way you can actually start a business without money. So the first thing first you need to take into consideration, after knowing what you want to do, is the capital you have at hand. How much do you have? You need to think of that before you're starting up a business, because there are some businesses that even 200,000 cannot go. 200,000 you cannot invest in business. Take for instance, maybe you want to import cars and sell. Do you think 200,000 will do anything? Nothing. So take for instance, you want to maybe open a cold store. Yeah, 200,000 can be manageable, depending on if you already have a place or where you are to rent, if you are to pay monthly, so that what you have you can invest in the business. Then you pay the house where you're renting, or the place where you're renting, to do your business. I'm just stating examples. So first thing first, you need to have that capital. I know the capital you have at hand, how much you have at hand, and then you can think of a way forward. That's the first thing. Secondly, you have location, age, and gender. Now, when I talk of location, is you want to invest, you want to open a business in a particular place. Now, let's take for instance, you want to open a restaurant. Ask yourself this question: how many people in that area where I want to set up my business, how many people have a restaurant there? You need to think of the competitors around, so that you should know exactly what to do. You need to think of the number of people that are in the same line of business you want to venture in, so that you should not get there and like people already have their customers, and you start feeling like you can't do this, you can't do that. So you need to really investigate and know how many people are in the same line of business in that area, in that location where you want to set up your business. Okay, so that is it for location. Now let's look at age. Which age group do you want to sell your product to? Are you selling your products to babies, maybe 0 to 10 years? Are you selling your products to the age group between 10 to 20 years, 30 to 60 years. Which age group do you want to sell your product to? You need to think of that, because now when you get to know that age group, and now when you know the age group you want to sell your product to, you will then link it to the location where you want to set up that business, to think if, now to know if the people that are living in that area where you want to set up that business, are they of the age group which you want to sell your product to. Take for instance, you want to open a business in, let's say, City Chemist, Bamenda. Now you need to ask yourself, okay, I want to sell products to people from, let's say, 30 to 60 years. Now I need to investigate about the kind of people living at City Chemist, Bamenda. Are they older people? Are they people that fall within that age group that I want to sell the product to? You need to think about that. You don't just take products that are meant for old people, and then you set up a business where only youths are there or students are there. No one will be able to buy those products, and you're not going to experience any growth in your business. So you must first of all do investigation and know the age group that it's within the area where you want to set up your business, and from there you're good to go. Now when I talk of the gender, now this product you want to sell, are you selling them to males or are you selling them to female? Are they female products or male products? If you're able to know that this product, I want to sell products that are meant for male or females, from there now you get to the location where you want to set that business, and you do your investigations and try to see if the people living in that area are mostly made of male or are mostly female. So from there you can do your business. You can't just get products for male, whereas you open a business at City Chemist, whereas there are just females that are more there, but the product you have are for males. So you need to do your investigation properly so that you get your location, you get to know the people that are living in that area, and you get to know the age group which you are selling your product to, or the gender which you are selling your product to. So it's very important you take that into consideration. That's the second step. The third step is risk management. Can you manage risks? Can you handle failure? Because there is no business that just grow like that. Mostly when people start up business, they face a lot of setbacks and failures. Sometimes they discover that they are making more of a loss than gain. Do you get? So you need to be able to calm down yourself wherever you're facing a risk. You need to calm down yourself and think of what next to do, so that you don't just set up a business and whenever you realize maybe a loss, you just close down the business and you go to another area and you're just all over the place. You need to first of all ask yourself, can I handle a risk? Will I be able to calm down myself, pull myself together if I discover that I just did a transaction that I'm not experiencing any profits from it? Will I be able to pull myself together and think of what next to do? Because there are people that will lose a huge amount of money, and they can just go unconscious, or maybe just die or something like that, or go through a lot of heartbreaks because the business is not doing well, because the business has collapsed. So you first of all need to know that even life itself is risk, and whatever you do in life is risk. So even business is risk. So one of our teachers used to say it's even riskier not to bear that risk. So it's just always good to bear that risk. Now it's just for you now to know how you can handle it. You can ask where consult, go to business consultants and receive and get advice from them on how to manage your risks or whatever failure that is occurring in your business. So if you're able to manage it, then that is good. Now the fourth one is timing. You need to know the economy, how it's. Now you need to know the health of the economy, if it's healthy or not. You can't just come and things are not going well in the economy, things are not going well in the country, and you come and set up a business. I made a mistake once. I don't want to even share the experience here, but that is why I'm trying to state this, because I discovered I didn't follow these steps. But when I did my research and I understood that it was all my fault. So when you're setting up a business, you need to know about the timing. Is the economy healthy? Can I open a business at this period of time and experience some improvement or growth? You need to ask yourself that question. Don't just go and invest into a business when things are getting rough. People are, I don't even want to start mentioning things here. People are running for their life and so on and so forth. Then you open a business and nobody is even there to maybe no customers are there because people are not just steady or ready to do some certain things at that moment. You need to think about the timing. Let the timing be right. When the economic is healthy, you actually invest in a business and you follow the other 3 steps I first mentioned. Then I tell you, your business is good to go. So you need to look into economic and make sure that the economic is healthy at that moment you want to open or set up your business. Now the 5th and the last is legal aspect. You need to make sure that you get proper registration from the government before you start up your business. You need to acquire article of incorporation as entrepreneur. You need to acquire article of incorporation and also employer identification number and also other licenses from the government. So you need to make sure that you are good with the government. Whatever is needed, whatever you need to register with the government, whatever you need to settle with the government, whatever licenses you need to get, you do it before you start up your business. So you don't start up a business and you all of a sudden the government comes or the council comes and start asking things and you're just confused, and maybe at the end of the day you just close down the business. So you need to take all these things into consideration. Make sure you do your proper registration with the government. Get your certificate, get your article of incorporation and your employer identification number before you start up your business, so that everything should be good and smooth. So if you're able to take into consideration all these 5 I've stated here, then I tell you, you're walking in the right direction. So that is just it for the video of today. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos, and please don't forget to subscribe, please like my video and comment. I'm not seeing many comments, but I'm seeing so many views. So please